Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another video. So there was a question that came up in our Hijra Emirat group for the women, and there's a sister who she wanted to know if she could cross the border from Ajman to Oman, um, while she was in the middle of her visa process. She doesn't have her passport, and the company who hired her has the passport and is processing her visa, but her children, of course, do not have visas because the children won't have visas until the parent has a visa in order to sponsor them. So this happens, of course, naturally. When you come in the country with children, you will be processing your visa, but the visit visa that the children were on will run out. So they need to either extend the visa by getting a tourist visa inside of the country, or now that the pandemic is, I'm not going to say the pandemic, but now that the borders and things have opened, you can, visa runs, border runs have resumed. So you have that option to take your children over the border. But the issue was she cannot leave because she doesn't have a passport. And even if she did have her passport, she wouldn't be able to cross the border while her visa is in process, or her visa will be canceled. So that's something that you all need to know. If you come here and get, for example, you get the freelance visa, 2-year visa, or you get the 3-year investor visa, or whatever you're getting, and it's in process, you cannot leave the country because it will cancel out whatever visa that you have, whatever visa that's being processed. And you'll be locked out of the country, as a matter of fact. You'll be stuck in whatever, you'll be stuck outside of the UAE. So, advice is to be patient and wait until you have your visa stamped in your passport, before you leave the country. Emirates ID, it doesn't matter if you have your Emirates ID or not. If you're in a rush and you need to leave, or you have an emergency, or whatever the case may be, you need to leave the country, don't leave until you have the visa in your passport, or the visa has been completed and you have proof of the visa being established. So that's an important piece of information that many people don't share. It's a little tedious, but sometimes people forget to mention it. Everyone comes and they get situated and they forget about those things. So the next individuals that come behind, those who have already gotten established here, forget to tell people that sort of thing. My most important advice that I will give you is come here and ask questions. This country is nothing like your Western country that you come from. Their rules change frequently. You should ask people who live here, who have been living here, and keep asking until you find someone that is willing to tell you something, even if those people who you know say, oh, I don't know. Which, to me, I don't understand how people just forget all of the processes they went through as soon as it's done. Oh, I got my visa. I don't remember anything. I think that's so sad, and you're like, Allah Mustaan, I think that some things should be memorized. It should be etched in your brain, especially if you've done the process, so that you can pass it on to the next person. But it seems to me that people here that get amnesia, they don't remember anything. They don't remember any rules. They don't remember processes. They don't remember, what they've done, as if they just came in here and, I don't know. They just magically just got established. I don't know, but they don't share the info, and it's subhanAllah. You need to ask questions. Like I said, keep asking until you find answers. Even if you come on this page, on the YouTube channel, You can ask questions, and if I don't know, then I'll ask somebody. Somebody knows something, but ask questions. Don't just do things on your own, because one mistake can cost you. It can cost you a lot. A setback, a major setback, money, unfortunate circumstances. So before you make any moves, I would, like I said, I would ask a lot of questions, you know, so it'll save you a lot of heartache and pain. Also, if you're coming here independently and you haven't gotten your visa and your bank account, do not give any realtors money to hold an apartment or a house for you, because they are lying. They're lying about you being able to keep the place, or when you can come back to the UAE and get your bank account open really fast and all these things. The realtors will say anything to get your money. So I don't recommend putting money in anyone's hand, not one person, until you have been completely established. And what I mean by completely established is you have your visa, you have your Emirates ID in your hand, because you need those two things in order to open up a bank account. And you need a bank account in order to have a legal rental contract. And all rent must be paid with checks. So the banks will issue a checkbook for you, which needs to be written out and given to the realtor. So any realtor who takes your money, it's a high probability that they may keep it, and they have no obligation to give it back, because there's no proof that they even have it. Everything here is documented with proof. That's why the check system is in place, because the UAE knows that there are many thieves and crooks here. Nasabin, Nasab, they're crooks. So everything has to be accounted for, and every realtor has to upload the checks from their tenants for each unit to show that they're being paid by check. So that's just some important advice. Please ask questions. Be careful. Don't come in here and just like do your own thing, especially if you're independent. Ask questions, please. It's very important. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and inshallah, I will see you all in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and remember, hijrah, mandate, sacrifice. Ma salama.